Right, call hello, Yahbashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Mikakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation to the Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Once again, that's the quick hit. This is the military, Russia, Ukraine, America, Britain, all these so-called Edomite nations. The Edomites are gearing up for war, the Egyptian against the Egyptian. Yeah, this is it says here, Russia threatened a military technical response for unmet demands. What could that mean? Let's see. There he is there, the bear in that, yeah? It says here, Russia recently presented the United States, United Snakes of America and NATO with 2 draft treaties that outline Moscow's vision of ironclad security guarantees for itself. Yeah, because what it is, NATO's expanding further east, and they had a treaty with Russia saying they weren't gonna expand. But what's happening? They're expanding, parking up missiles and all kind of defense on Russia's border, and Russia's saying we're not having it. If anything, we're going to raid these mother humpers called Ukraine. And it says the only elements of surprise of demands were their urgency, and that the fact that they were made against the backdrop of what appears to be significant concentrations. So like, I'm just going to go and pop in the shop and shalom, I'm back again. Let's continue. And it says, where were we? The only element of surprise of the demands were their urgency and the fact that they were made against the concentration of the military hardware in Western Russia. Yeah, says there, otherwise the draft treaty's key points are not entirely new, and it says, and their forceful nature appears to have produced a high level meeting between US and Russian diplomats, followed by a session of the NATO-Russia Council and a discussion at the Organization for the Security and Cooperation in Europe. Given Moscow's ongoing frustration with feeling unheard, that was no small thing, but none of these meetings produced a tangible result, because they're going to bump heads, you know. The Amalek wants the Caucasus Mountains back, and that's in Georgia, Russia. Yeah, between the Black and Caspian Sea, they want the Caucasus. Yeah, that's their hometown. Yeah, that's why they're so intrigued with Ukraine. Yeah. But Russia's saying you're part of the Russian Federation. What we're going to do, we took Crimea, they called it annexed, but they had political elections, and they agreed to integrate back into a Russian society, basically, because it used to be the USSR. Yeah, before it was split into all these Georgia and all these different Ukraine and all these different segments. Yeah, so, and it says, and the chasm between the parties' positions on nearly every issue is unlikely to be bridged soon, right? Because Russia give them the countdown. They said, look, we need you to sign this. If you don't sign it, then we're gonna have to kick rocks, kick the pricks, you know what I mean? As they say. Normally, the conversation is not yet over, as Moscow awaits a formal counter proposal from the United States and NATO, but the response is unlikely to satisfy the Kremlin. Yeah, because the Lord is not satisfied. He wants these crackers to fight against each other, these Edomites. It's in the Bible. He's going to make them fight each other. Yeah, and it says NATO will not withdraw back to its 1997 borders. See, because they're extending far and further east, and it's not giving. Russia's saying you're not giving us nowhere to draw back to, because now you're right on our border. Yeah. Don't know what happened now. Let me pause it and go back. So lucky, I'll have to finish this when I get home, because I've run out of space on the phone. So I'll be back soon.